Hi there, my name is Timmy Joe. I make videos for you on the internet. Okay, it's gonna be a bit of a snore bag today because, well, you know what? No, it isn't, okay? Because your computer needs power, and if you don't have a power supply that's good, then you're in the middle of your game, things are broken, smoke starts happening, you're not a happy camper, or you're building your computer and your wires, there's too many wires everywhere.
I'm all tangled up in this fucking wire!
And it's not fun, so I got some stuff for you. This is FSP. They make wonderful stuff. We're going to cue an intro, and then we're going to talk about their entire little lineup here, as well as unbox what will be my freaking Threadripper power supply, because we might just need some watts there. So cue the intro. We'll talk all about it. Whoa! Yeah, I know, it's a little bit drab, and I get this stuff, if I'm honest, for review. All of this was review samples. FSP has been a very, very generous donator to my channel, and when I say that, there's no expectation that I'm going to give their stuff a good review when they send it. They just want, some eyes on this stuff. And I had heard of FSP before, but I'd seen them before, I really got into it on very generic power supply stuff. They're into, medical equipment and, the power supplies that drive like, industry leading stuff. Not necessarily gaming stuff, but they've been kind of branching out into the world of that. In fact, the Timmy Joe 6 copper heat pipe cooler that I love so much is FSP. I've done a review on the channel right here of a case from FSP, and since I did that was their only case at the time, they've even launched a few more cases that maybe we'll check out a little bit later. And all of this stuff has been like really great quality. No junk stuff. No DIY PC or whatever stuff from like Newegg or whatever, what have you. It's good stuff, especially the power supplies. So we'll start off with this little mini Dagger here. I was confused when I got sent this at first, because none of the cases or anything were ITX that I was working with. But then it just so happened I got into that weird Ryzen case that was really, really tight and everything was crazy to fit inside. And with the low TDP of Ryzen and the fact that I was only putting an RX 480 in that build, this tiny little power supply, which is actually on my test bench now, came in super handy. Fully modular 600 watt ITX, I think it's called SFX PSU. It's an 80 plus gold rated. And you know what? I haven't had a single problem with it, and it'll power a modern day graphics card, on any modern platform, no problem with this little thing, except for maybe Vega, RX Vega. Ooh. So moving up the line, we all know I had Vega Founders Edition, or Frontier Edition, and I had a 650 watt power supply in my computer at the time from another company that doesn't matter, and I was having frequent power issues where at super low at high resolutions the computer would just go dead and require a hard reset. And when I hooked this bad boy up to my Ryzen 7 overclocked to the gills with the Vega Frontier Edition, this thing, no problem. It's currently in my Ryzen 7 system that I use to video edit, play games on, running a GTX 1080, and I love it. It's wonderful. You could run a dual graphics card setup off of this, like two 1080s, two 1070s, two RX 580s. No problem. Fully modular. Even comes with 3 little stickers on it that you could switch out to kind of fit your build. No lights or anything fancy in this thing, but I think that can be forgiven. But then the pièce de la résistance, you can't tell I'm from French Ontario, can you? La pièce de résistance is this bad boy right here. FSP has been kind enough to donate this for my Threadripper build. I kind of realized that I would need a bump in power. Number one, if I'm ever to use any RX product or Vega products, because they just suck power, and if I'm planning on running one or two of those, it's gonna need the watts, as well as Threadripper itself is no show, little pony boy. It's a freaking stallion, so it's gonna need some serious power, and this provides, if we look on the back here, a whole whack of connectors. Okay, a 24 pin, two 4x4 pins, and that's the key there. You need that to run these high-end multi-core platforms. You need extra power to plug onto your motherboard, and this was missing from the 750 watt, which would probably have powered Threadripper no problem, but it was missing that. This here, no problem, we'll plug that extra in. It comes with freaking 4 6x2 VGA connectors or PCIe graphics card connectors, so we can run SLI or crossfire on this, which I do plan on testing out. And then you can run like let's see here, a total of 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 SATA hard drives off of this. So it comes with the cables for that, so that is insane. So let's go ahead and just open it up, and I want to give like a full endorsement, not because they gave me this power supply for free. It's because it's a lesser known company that's trying to break out into the gaming market. I'm sure it is a very hard market to get into, and they make freaking quality products. The case that they sent me, which you can check in the cards, that I did a little build in it for my Ryzen. It was a awesome case for like $50, $60 on Amazon, and it was a windowed case with really cool SSD mounts and room for all kinds of fans in it, and it felt like a quality product. So this is a massive power supply, and it looks like it is coated. Oh my god, it looks awesome. In like truck bed liner, rocker guard, so it's some industrial stuff with a really nice silver shroud around the fan, and some serious hookups on this side, and then it comes with a nice little baggie to house everything else you'll need, and a booklet. So 1200 watts, the Aurum PT series, fully modular, looks beautiful, and I am excited to put this into my thermal take case. And look at that, they got nice braided wiring over the main parts, got some Velcro to hold it all together. See what else, just to kind of take it out. All this stuff is just, you're not going to have to braid this yourself, because it looks just so good to anything you're going to see in your case. And then, anything that you're hiding, because it's, SATA connectors and stuff like that, those are just standard rubber cables, but you're hiding those usually anyways. So yeah, I gotta give it to FSP. This looks awesome. Now, I can't speak to the power and efficiency of this 1200 watt unit on the Aurum, but I can certainly been using for about 4 or 5 months now. The other two power supplies, like a lot. One as my main power supply in my main rig for most of them. And just to go through here, they've got other products like you've seen flashing up on the screen here. They've got it look like an RGB power supply. They've got some industrial stuff. This is just the one I'm going to be using. Looks like it's platinum certified, so that's insane. That's past gold, freaking platinum. And I'm going to go ahead and fire this into my rig. Still waiting for Threadripper, unfortunately. But it'll be here probably Monday, it looks like. Hopefully the motherboard will be here Monday too. Might be Tuesday, because they, launch problems with Newegg. You pre-order something and then they don't have enough to meet demand, and then you have to settle with another motherboard. Anyways, I'm out watching me join Instagram and Twitter. I hope you like this video. It is a, really a little breakdown of some awesome power supplies available in links below on Amazon. It helps me out if you buy them through there, and I can attest to the quality of FSP's stuff. It's really come in handy. It's been awesome. It's fully modular. It's, you know, it's cheaper than you know, the equivalent of a Corsair or a Thermaltake, and it's just as good, if not better, in my opinion. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Timmy Joe.